casserole.
I
love that you named it that. It looked really good. It looked excellent.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching the last hour of Wake Up Wisconsin. Your 6 o'clock news starts right now.
27 News, WKOW. Here's what's happening right now.
And we do begin this morning with breaking news out of Sun Prairie. We'll tell you what happened at the movie theater early this morning.
We've got you covered. This is 27 News. Wake Up Wisconsin.
Well, good morning to all of you, and thanks for waking up with us. I'm Danny Maxwell.
And I'm Brandon Taylor. Today is Wednesday, March 8th, 2017, and 27 News time is 6 o'clock. We'll check in with Brandon, get an update on your forecast here at home in just a minute. But first, we do start with that breaking news as Sun Prairie police are investigating a stabbing that happened overnight. Police were called to the Marcus Palace Theater just before 2 o'clock this morning.
The Sun Prairie police tell us there was some sort of altercation between two people and one person was stabbed several times. The 20-year-old male victim is expected to survive. He's at the hospital in stable condition. The person with the knife was taken into custody. Police are investigating what led up to the stabbing, but say there is no continued threat to the public.
To continuing coverage on a story we've been following for quite some time now. While you were probably sleeping, the Madison Common Council passed a proposal to have a privately run beer garden in Old Brook Park.
The 12-7 vote came after quite a bit of debate. Caroline Bach has more in an update that is new this morning.
It took the council until about 1:45 this morning to pass the beer garden through. They listened to what the community had to say for hours. Developers of the project say they've worked with community concerns and made changes to plans like a smaller capacity of 240 people. Also, the beer garden would only be open until 10 p.m. That's when the park closes.
We're looking for a community gathering place. We'll make it safe, responsible, and successful.
Who will make sure safety concerns are addressed? They wonder who will, if the beer garden is successful, where will the extra cars go? Who will clear the park at night?
Dozens of people just like her showed up to speak their minds. A majority were opposed to the idea, including Madison Mayor Paul Soglin, who had kept quiet on the beer garden before. No word on whether he'll veto the license, but others say they like the idea of a unique opportunity to make changes to Old Brook Park. The company behind the beer garden has told 27 News before it hopes to be up and running sometime this spring. Danny and Brandon.
Caroline, thank you. 27 News time is 6:02. Wind is going to be an issue again today.
Yeah, once again, we've been dealing with the wind since Monday, and we deal with it again here today. As you can see, winds are way up there. These are sustained winds, 20 to 33, 35 miles per hour or so out of the west. But this is only the half of it. Yeah, the winds are really gusting this morning, and I expect these gusts to be with us for the next few hours. Yeah, gusting as high as 47 miles per hour in Middleton, 46 at last check in Baraboo, 45 in Reedsburg, and this just popped out at me, 54-mile-an-hour gust in Camp Douglas. That's nearing damaging wind criteria there. So, you really have to use extra caution here, and with these winds out of the west, especially north-south running roads are going to be very difficult. Wind advisory in effect through late day, early evening. It ends for our far western counties at 4, but the rest of us through 6, 7 o'clock. Temperatures are mainly in the mid and upper 30s, but of course it feels nothing like it when you factor in this blustery west wind. Right now it feels like 20 in Reedsburg. Same thing for Baraboo. I know I felt it this morning when I took my dog out before coming on into work. Definitely had the winter coat on. I suspect you'll want that as well. We have clear skies right now, and we will see a lot of sunshine with that west wind. Our weather is coming from, say, Rochester and Waterloo, so it's clear there. We're expecting lots of sunshine today, so that's the good news. But we will have to deal with that relentless wind. Temperature is getting into the low and mid 40s, gusts as high as 50 miles per hour, especially through the noon hour. Slightly lower thereafter. We'll talk more about winds easing, so some good news coming up here in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Brandon. The time right now is 6:04, and Wisconsin's Attorney General is trying to lower the number of pharmacy robberies in the state.
The state is rolling out a new training program for pharmacies, teaching them proper lockup procedures and other safety precautions. Authorities say it comes after 45 pharmacies were targeted for pills in 2015. Currently, Wisconsin is one of the leading states in the nation in pharmacy robberies. But one local pharmacist says the new plan doesn't go far enough to tackle the reason thieves are targeting these locations.
Until we have a treatment program in place and decriminalize addiction, I mean, it's going to be a problem. When people are desperate, they're going to do desperate things.
Steps in
Attorney
banks,
General Brad Schimmel
convenience
did not want to go
stores,
into specifics of the training plans because he didn't want to give those criminals an edge. The training will be available online only to pharmacies. Anyone with a concealed carry license will be able to bring their firearm onto Madison city buses.
The state Supreme Court determined the city must allow passengers to carry concealed weapons. Metro Transit's policy banned guns, but now bus officials say they will be working to communicate with riders and employees about the ruling.
We want to make sure that our communications, though, are accurate and reflect the decision of the Supreme Court.
Right now, the city's attorney's office says it expects anyone with a concealed carry license that they can board buses with their gun in the next couple of days. We'll get ready to see the orange barrels again along Verona Road.
Yeah, it's that time. Stage 2 of the Verona Road project continues starting next week. This is the section of Verona Road from Raymond south to County PD in Fitchburg. Crews will be working on smaller pieces of the whole project. Those should be done by mid-August. The entire Stage 2 is expected to be completed in the fall of 2020.
O.J. Simpson has returned to the spotlight thanks to documentaries and a TV miniseries. Why the former football star might walk free once again in the next year. 27 News Time is 6:06. You're watching Wake Up Wisconsin.
Play in Wisconsin has swing sets for